Hi guys, hope you're doing well. We are ready for the class. So I hope you are connected. Give me a few minutes.
Discover new releases behind the scenes. Composers and musicians.
So guys, give me a minute.
Archival concerts and more. Visit bso.org/now, where the music plays on. BSO season sponsored by Bank of America.
So we are ready, guys. So there's a lot I'll be teaching you guys today. So I hope I'm visible. Guys, I hope I'm visible. So we've been doing a lot of practicals, especially the last week, both the online and the offline class. So let me share my screen. So today we are doing Fibonacci. It's what we did on Monday with the other class. So I'm just going to touch on Fibonacci. I'm also going to check two instruments. So give me a minute. I'm sharing my screen. So there we are. So if, in case you have questions, you can always ask me or just type on the chat. So the idea is to establish a winning trading system with low risk and high return. So just give me a minute. So we are combining what we've been learning over the past almost 1 month. So give me 1 minute. I get my notes ready. I think we are ready. So 1 minute, guys. Give me like 1 minute. So I hope at least you've been learning and you're profitable wherever you are. Because the idea is in this market, you just need to establish what works for you. Basically a good winning formula. So if you have a good winning formula, you'll be making a lot of money and a lot of pips. So then in case you have questions, you can always ask me. Patrick, can you hear me? How about now? So tell me guys if I'm visible. Let me add my volume. Yeah, we are at 100. So let's begin our class. It will take around 30-40 minutes. So guys, pay attention. We have been going through support and resistance. We did margin trading. I've been uploading the videos on YouTube. So I believe you guys are at least somewhere. At least you're learning. I believe you should be somewhere. So today I'm just going to talk about Fibonacci. I'm just going to give you an introduction. Then on Thursday, we'll continue with this class. So what's Fibonacci? Let's see. I'm going to go through the theory first, and then we will go to the charts. I have the charts here. So today I'm going to look at Audi, AUD, and New Zealand. I've already drawn my fibs here. So what we'll do, I already have the charts ready. So all we will do is we'll just be going through them. So I hope you'll be following. So I have only 2 pairs. This is what I'll be looking at. And this is what I'll be explaining and how they really operate like that. So at least you can see I have my fibs ready. Minute, guys, there. So yeah, I think this is fine. Up, down, up, down. So just a minute. There's something I wanted. Yeah, I think this is fine. From here all the way. So let me go through the theory, then we are going to tackle we'll tackle the practical later. So give me 2 seconds. It's open. So what's Fibonacci? What are the ratios? So this is one of the best things that happens in the universe. It's a discovery that was made. So let's go to the guy first who did this discovery. So welcome, Ugatha. So class has begun. In case you have questions, just chat me by down here, so that at least I can attend to you as the class is continuing. So, so give me guys a minute so that can be able to begin. So I think we are ready. So this is the guy. He's called Fibonacci, the guy who discovered this amazing tool, Fibonacci. This guy. So this is the guy. First of all, let's go to Google, see who this guy was. How did he discover this? So this was the guy. You can see him. This is on Wikipedia. Let's just go to see who he is, when he discovered this, how many years ago. I think this was some time back. So let's have a look, guys. So I hope you're winning. I gave some signals yesterday. I think they're already in the money. So my team is always winning. So if I'm winning, you should also be winning wherever you are. So, and I can always reach you via phone if you can't make it here. So let's go. So this is just a minute. I needed the guy. So this is the number I needed. Oh, this one. He was an Italian mathematician. So let's just have a look at him. And then if you have questions, you can always ask me. So again, I also told you we record our classes. So in case you don't make it, you can always check us out online. So this is the guy. So Fibonacci was an Italian mathematician, also known as Leonardo Bonacci, Leonardo of Pisa, or Leonardo Bigolo Pisano. Leonardo, the traveler from Pisa. He was an Italian mathematician from the Republic of Pisa, and he was considered to be the most talented Western mathematician of the Middle Ages. The name he's commonly called is Fibonacci. It was made up of in 1838. So I think he was born in 1170. Not I think, it is, he was born. So, and it's short for Philas Bonacci. So Fibonacci is basically named after him. So it was popularized as the Hindu-Arabic numeral system in the Western world, primarily through the composition of 1202 Liber Abaci. This is a book of calculation. He also introduced Europe to the sequence of Fibonacci numbers, which he used as an example in Liber Abaci. So he was born in 1170. In 1170 to Guerrimo, an Italian merchant and customs official, and so forth and so forth. So anyway, I won't go much to history. We just need to know how long ago. This was 1170. That was long ago, almost 800 years or 700 years ago is when this Fibonacci was discovered. So just know who he is. At least it's good to pay tribute to the person who makes that discovery or that invention. I usually pay a lot of attention to that so that I can see where he came from, how he was thinking, and how he came about this. So let me leave this so that at least we can go to our order of the day. So that I think we can finish. So I won't take much time. So let's just go to how it works. Then I'm going to show you the application in Forex market, stock market. I can do any. I can do Apple today. I'll do a stock one. I'll also do 2 currencies. So I think 3 will be fine for you guys to understand. So all I need you to know, these are ratios, and there's a lot of trading for you to understand, or basically for you to better learn it, and you need to love it, like your mother's cooking. Joking. Anyway, Fibonacci is a huge subject, and there are many different studies with weird sounding names. So we are only going to stick to 2. We have retracement and we have extension. First of all, the guy himself, I have shown you, he was called Leonardo Fibonacci. He wasn't some chef, he was a super duper uber ultra geek. Like, the guy was really a genius. Then he had this aha moment when he discovered a simple series of numbers that created ratios describing the natural proportions of things in the universe. This is one of the best things that happened to mankind, understanding how this ratio works. I really enjoy Fibonacci, not just in trading, but even in real life. It's usually just everywhere. So the ratios arise from the following numbers: 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, and so forth and so forth. So this series of numbers are derived by starting with 0 followed by 1, and then adding 0 plus 1 to get 1, and the third number. So if you take 0 plus 1, you get 1. 1 plus 1, you get 2. 1 plus 2, you get 3. 2 plus 3, you get 5. 5 plus 8, 13, and so forth and so forth. So then adding the second and third numbers, 1 plus 1 to get 2, and the fourth and so forth. After the first few numbers in sequence, if you measure the ratio of any number to the succeeding number, you get 0.618. For example, if you divide 34, so I think you have your calculator there, 34 divided by 55. I also have mine. So to save time, 34 divided by 55, we get 0.618. 55 divided by 89, what do you get, guys? 0.618, and so forth. 21 divided by 34, you can try there. You also get 0.618. So we are really looking at this value, 0.618. So for example, 34 and so forth. Then we have, if you measure the ratio between the alternate numbers, you get 0.382. For example, 34 divided by 89. So the same numbers here, 34. So you just skip one and do 34 divided by 89. So what do you get, guys? 0.38. Take 21 divided by 55. What do you get, guys? You get 0.38. 13 divided by 34. Think 13 divided by 34, you also get 0.38. So basically that's how the sequence of the numbers operate. So let's go. So it looks like this, it's a spiral. So you have just experienced the Fibonacci sequence. So Fibonacci is very, very important. It's formed by taking two numbers and any two numbers and adding them together to form a third number. Then the second and third numbers are added again to form the fourth numbers. I think we have done this. So the ratio of the last number over the second to the last number is approximately equal to 1.618. And this ratio can be found in many natural objects. It's also called the golden ratio. So let's have a look at this golden ratio in nature so that at least we can be able to know where it's applied even in golden ratio. Just write golden ratio in nature. Here it is. So at least you can be able to see it with your Google there. We'll just go to the images. Then you can see where mostly it's applied in nature. So let's have a look. So here it is. So in art, in our human body, in the flowers, in natural, in water, like it's everywhere. You can see this is the shell. The sequence looks like this. You can also see this is the cauliflower. I think this should be the ones the bees get the nectar from. You can see this one. You can see the pattern. There's a Fibonacci sequence. You can see a pattern here. There's also a Fibonacci sequence here. Even in our Milky Way, this is our universe. Even when we have nature. So there's a lot of places, even the face. There's a lot of places I can show you. You can see even our thumb. You can see our thumb. You see, when you look at your thumb, there's a sequence, the Fibonacci sequence here. And then even so it's in many places. The ear, you can see your ear, there's a Fibonacci sequence. So the face here, guys, you can see how our own structural body was created by God. There's a Fibonacci sequence. There's another one. There's another one for the bee, the flower was telling you. So it's so many places. Even the weather. Look at the weather here, the cyclone. As it happens, it's usually a Fibonacci sequence. The face, look at the sequence, just how we were created. So technically, it's a discovery that was made by this genius guy. So I think you can just check, just write the golden ratio in art, in sequence, in nature, in architecture, and you can be able to see even the rose flower. It's in so many places. The hand, you know, the animals, look at the tiger here. So the brain, like technically is everywhere, even our own Milky Way galaxy, or in the universe. So you'll see it more like that. So let me not go much, at least just understand it's called the golden ratio. So it appears many times in geometry, art, architecture, even the sonic hedgehog. So it's usually an irrational number like pi, often denoted by the Greek letter phi or pi. So all you need to understand are retracement levels and extension levels. The retracement levels, you have 0.236, 0.382, 0.618, and 0.764. These are the retracement levels. And then for the extension levels, we have 0. We will start with 0. Then we'll go 0.38. Then we'll go 0.61, 1. Then it will repeat itself. You can see after we go 1, we go back to 1.38. After 1.38, we go back to 1.618. So you don't really need to know how to calculate. Your charting software will do all this for you. So however, it's always good to be familiar with the basic theory. So just understand these numbers is what I'll be drawing in my chart. So the retracement levels work on theory that after a big price move in one direction, the price will retrace and return pathway back to a previous price level, resuming in the original direction. So traders will use Fibonacci retracement as potential support or resistant areas. So since so many traders watch the same levels and place buy and sell orders on them to enter trades or place stops, the support resistant levels tend to become a self-fulfilling prophecy. So we usually use Fibonacci for profit-taking level. So I'll show you how at least you can be making some good profit. So again, so many traders are watching these levels to place buy and sell orders in order to take profit. This tool tends to work more often than not due to self-fulfilling expectations. So we'll have to always look for a swing high and a swing low. So let's just have a look at how this usually works. So retracement levels are horizontal lines. First, first thing you need to know, it works best when the market is trending. So when the market is really trending, the Fibonacci works very well. The idea is to go long or a buy. If you're saying we are going long, we are buying on a retracement at a Fibonacci support level when the market is trending up. And to go short or to sell on a retracement at a Fibonacci resistance level when the market is trending down. So Fibonacci retracement levels, they are usually considered predictive technical indicators since they attempt to identify where the price may be in future. The theory is that after price begins new direction, price will retrace or return pathway back to the previous price. So you're going up, then what will happen is that the trend might try to resume back to its former support or resistance level. So let's have a look. Uptrend, this is AUD/USD. So let's go to the images because at least I want us to see this very well. Sorry, the internet is lagging behind. Should be more. So guys, give me a minute. So I'm just going to show you the charts, 2 or 3 charts, then at least. Okay, because of time, let me just go to practicals. So that I show you how you just apply it. The most important thing is how is understanding how it really operates. So let's go to the summary because I don't want to give you a lot of theory, but you're not understanding. So give me a minute, guys. Here's the summary. So be ready. I said we are going more practical. So let's go to the summary, then go to the charts. So the key to Fibonacci retracement is to keep an eye on 23. So just note the levels: 23.6, 38.2, 50, 61, and 76.4. But the levels that seem to hold more weight are 38, guys, look, 38, 50, and 61. So these 3 levels, when we go to the chart, we'll be really paying a lot of attention to them. And as I've told you, you can see this is how it looks like. But the software will do all the work for us. So remember, Forex traders, they view these as potential, support, and resistance. Remember, we are still looking at support and resistance. And we said for markets, all you need to understand is where are the markets going? Are they going up or are they going down? If they are going up, we are looking at the resistance levels. If they are going down, we're always looking at the support levels. So these are 38, 50, and 61.8. So traders use the Fibonacci extension levels as potential support and resistance areas to set profit targets. Again, so many Forex traders are watching these levels to place buy and sell orders to take profits. So these levels can become the end of the trend move due to self-fulfilling expectations. So we'll understand swing high and swing low. So let's go to the chart so that I show you how really it works. So let me put you here. Sorry, guys. So this is my chart. So guys, let's have a look at 3 charts. Sorry, guys. So let me put this here. So this is New Zealand USD. What I'll do, I'm going to show you how to draw. So let me delete this Fibonacci. And then I draw a new one. So guys, follow. I told you this is the most important thing. the practical bit. So I've deleted because of, so first of all, you identify. So this is my market on New Zealand USD. So this is New Zealand USD. So I can use 1 hour chart because of day trade, or I can use 4 hour chart. So if I use 4 hour chart, I'll zoom out. So let me draw, this is your chart. So this is your tool here. You can see the Fibonacci. So you establish swing high and swing low. So I'm going to draw 2 Fibonacci's. So have a look. You get your swing high, you place it here, then you get your swing low up to around there. Then now I'll zoom it out, zoom it in. So if you're swinging, you're looking at these levels. Let me show you the levels. We have 100 here, we have 68 here, we have 50 here, we have 38 here, we have 23 here. So let's have a look at how these operate. So the market here was consolidating around this region. Then I've also added RSI 14 just to get overbought and oversold, both 70 and 30, but I've added 50, and I'll tell you why I've added 50. So this was 0 here. The market was trending up. It broke through 23, broke through 38, and broke through 50. But then there was a little bit of a retracement around here. We can see. Then 61 again, then broke. So it was around 61 was a key level here as my now. When we were going up, this was my resistance. Then now it came back again, broke. This was a resistance, I mean a retracement, then came up again, retracement, then came up, retracement, then came. It formed a peak here. Then what happened? It started falling. There was a double top here, then went down a little bit. So you can see now here, 61 now will be acting as my level of support, because you can see it went up, came down, went up, came down again here. So let's keep going. And then you can see it went up. So now this was retested 1, 2, 3, 4, and probably 5. So then it reached 100. Once it reached 100, it started falling down. This is moving average 200. It's usually the mother of all moving averages. So it's the only one that I'm using here. So it went down again, came back to 61 again, went, bounced almost. So there should be 70 around this area, because the area between 61 and 100. So let me put my 76 around this area. So came back again, dropped up to 50. So 50 was now my level of, this became my level of support. Then came up, came up, came up. So let me zoom in now, we see where the price is. So you can see the price here. Sorry guys, time is almost. So you can see this now, this 68 becomes my level of support here. 1, 2, this one almost didn't quite touched. So most likely we are looking at an uptrend here. So when I look also with H1, I can also draw the Fibonacci. So I'm just going to show you New Zealand. So I'll draw again swing high, and then we have swing low. This is on H1 for day traders. Then I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So you can see, sorry. Sorry guys. So we are back. So you can see 50 now was acting as my level of support. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So on H1, level 50 has been tested almost 7 times. So if I'm looking at a long position on New Zealand, I give that signal from around here. So I think this week guys made around how many pips? Around 75 pips between yesterday and today. Because I gave it yesterday, every Monday morning, we always give a signal, say 50, 70, or even 100 pips. So on M30 is the same thing. So check also on M30, obeying the same thing. 50 becomes my level of support. So let's look at AUD. AUD is the same. I had one. So let's draw it. So I said, you look at swing high, swing low. So I'm going to draw it on H1. So zoom out, you zoom in or zoom out. So zoom out. So then you can check, this is since 26th March. So I'm going to draw my swing high, And then I'm going to draw my swing low around that area. So there's only one level that is not there, 76. So we can put it just in the middle between 100 and 61. So this red line, guys, this red line now becomes my 76, so just around that area. Then I'm going to zoom it in a little bit so that you can see. Again, I told you level 50. So let's have a look at AUD. So AUD was going up. So from here, went up, almost bounced at 38, came down, hit 0. Then look at this level, 23 becomes a very strong support now because there's a lot of consolidation. Guys, you can see 23. Then market moved up, broke to 38, came back to 61. Guys, we said the most key levels to look at is 61, 50, and 38. So look at the pattern. Went up, bounced back to 50. Broke almost touched 73, came back again to 50. Came back again to 61. I told you. So now 61 here would be acting as my resistance. But then the market drops, but then consolidates again. So now 50, you can see it has been tested 1, 2, 3, 4. The moment it's tested more than 3 times, now this becomes a very strong level of support. Then broke again, almost touched, came back, went up, almost touched, didn't. You can see 68. So if I zoom it in now, where are we? No, we were around this area. Let me finish. Where were we? Yeah, we were here. A minute, guys. Around. Sorry, guys. Yeah, around here. So this is what I want you to look. 61 comes up, breaks, went down. So now 50 here. Look at how many times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, almost 9 times. So let's look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 50 becomes my very strong level of support now. So what the idea does, the price, when it moves up, it always retraces back. Like here, look, it moved up, broke 61, went, this was a retracement, then came back up to 100. So what happens, the moment it's 100, it's always looking back to go to 0. But now the most key important point to look at is this 50. Because you can see if it's retraced many times like here, now the market literally, let me also add RSI here. So guys, give me like 2 seconds. Add RSI. So RSI indicators, trend. Then we have, no, it's under oscillators. So on the next class, we'll continue with Fibonacci so that at least you understand well. So today was more of introduction. So here is my RSI. So that's my RSI. So that we get the overbought and oversold condition. So you can see it's obeying. So from here, you can see this was an oversold. So that's why the market crossed 50. The moment it crosses 50, you can see this was consolidation. So this area would have been a very strong area of support. So, but the main breakout was around here. So you can see around this area, this should have been your good entry. So if you got a buy around here, went long, probably your stop loss would have been here or just below. For conservative guys, could have been here, but your take profit one could have been around 38, 50, and 61. So again, look again where it's crossing. So anytime market hits 70, again, it looked up. So you're looking at a short entry around here. You can put your stop loss up here. You can put your first take profit here, the other take profit around this area. So this should have been around how many pips? 178 pips or 177 pips. So where we are right now, I gave guys also another signal. I think yesterday it was around from here to here. This was around 40, 42 pips. I'm seeing it went up 56 pips. So what you do when you're using Fibonacci, if you're a day trader, we are looking at 1 hour chart or 30 minutes chart. So you can see, I think the market is still really consolidating, or is really still, the momentum is still up, because you can see RSI have crossed 70, but it hasn't crossed 50. So that means momentum might still be far much. If you can't see the confirmation on 30 minutes, you can always go to 1 hour chart or 4 hour chart. So 4 hour chart, we are looking at the trend for the whole week. So it's good to always add these separators, because what the separators do, at least now you can see. So right now I'm looking at a long position between here and around here. It's around 116 pips. It might go up maybe 150 pips. So I told guys AUD 150 pips. So I'm seeing it will come through. And New Zealand, I had also given them, let's check it on H4. I had given them another 100 and probably 50 pips. From around here is around 89. So probably this one will go 100 pips. So this one might not really go. So let's say 101. Maximum can be 120 pips. So I think that's all for today. So mostly I just wanted you to understand the levels. AUD is showing a very good trend because you can see 100, my 76.4 should be here, 61, 50, and 38. So most the ones that hold more value, you can see especially 50, you can see it's already crossing, guys. So this should be your entry around here. If you're going long, probably your stop loss can be below 50, say around here, just to avoid being faked out around here. Then your take profit can be just above here. So this tool is very good, especially for technical traders. If you're a technical trader, this is one of the very, very most important tools you should pay attention to. So I'll be continuing with our lesson on Thursday, guys. So unless you have questions, so we'll check. I'm going to see this chart on the WhatsApp group, and then I'm going to show you the pips here. And I'm also going to send you the New Zealand chart. So then I would love you also to come up with your own plan. We have now talked about support and resistance. We have talked about moving averages. We have also talked about oscillators. I'll also be introducing oscillators, RSI, stochastic, and CCI. So we'll also be seeing where we get our entries and our exits. So unless there are any questions, guys, do you have questions? We can call it a day. We've taken around 40 minutes, which is very okay. But I want you now to come draw the tool. You just get your swing high, zoom out on H1 or H4, understand the trend. Is it an uptrend? Is it a sideways trend? Or is it a which downward trend? So depending with yourself, it's always good to know the trend. So we have less than a minute. So unless, guys, you have questions, you can ask me questions. I also need you now to be coming up with your trading strategy, because right now you should be having a trading strategy. So guys, thanks a lot. We have a WhatsApp group. If you're not on the WhatsApp group, I would love you guys to log in on the WhatsApp group, because at least I share a lot of updates there. So, and then next class should be on Thursday. So right now, at least you should each be having a trading system, or basically you should be having a good trading system. I'll also be introducing you to trading psychology. I sent some links on YouTube and also some PDFs. So the idea is be independent, because once you're independent in trading,